Psychometry, also known as token object reading, or psychoscopy, is a form of extrasensory perception characterized by the claimed ability to make relevant associations from an object of unknown history by making physical contact with that object. Supporters assert that an object may have an energy field that transfers knowledge regarding that object's history. Psychometry is commonly offered at psychic fairs as a type of psychic reading. At New Age events, psychometry has claimed to help visitors meet the dearly departed. Although the majority of police departments polled do not use psychics and do not consider them credible or useful on cases, some authors write that psychometry and psychic detectives were used by law enforcement agencies on specific cases. History: Joseph Rhodes Buchanan coined the word psychometry in 1842. Buchanan came up with the idea that all things give off an emanation. The past is entombed in the present. The world is its own enduring monument. And that which is true of its physical, is likewise true of its mental career. The discoveries of psychometry will enable us to explore the history of man, as those of geology enable us to explore the history of the Earth. There are mental fossils for psychologists as well as mineral fossils for the geologists. And I believe that hereafter the psychologist and the geologist will go hand in hand, the one portraying the Earth, its animals and its vegetation, while the other portrays the human beings who have roamed over its surface in the shadows, and the darkness of primeval barbarism. The mental telescope is now discovered which may pierce the depths of the past and bring us in full view of the grand and tragic passages of ancient history. Buchanan asserted that his particular psychism would supersede empiric science. He wrote a comprehensive treatise, Manual of Psychometry, The Dawn of a New Civilization, detailing how the direct knowledge of psychometry would be applied to and affect the many various branches of science. It also would elevate the various schools of philosophy and arts, thereby affecting wide social change and ultimately an enlightenment of humanity. The thermometer measures caloric. The barometer measures the weight of the atmosphere. The electrometer measures electric conditions. The psychometer measures the soul. In the case of psychometry, however, the measuring assumes a new character, as the object measured and the measuring instrument are the same psychic element, and its measuring power is not limited to the psychic as it was developed in the first experiments, but has appeared by successive investigation to manifest a wider and wider area of power, until it became apparent that this psychic capacity was really the measure of all things in the universe. Buchanan continued to promote psychometry throughout his life, and his followers believed that it would revolutionize science in a comprehensive way as the dawn of a new civilization. Others, such as Stephen Pearl Andrews, who promoted psychometry along with his own new science of universology, built upon Buchanan's ideas. As a lecturer, Andrews asserted that such inquiries, as paraphrased by an 1878 New York Times article, demonstrated that the sympathy between the mind and body is an exact science. In the later 19th century, demonstrations of psychometry became a popular part of stage acts and copyright dances, with participants providing a personal object for reading by a medium or psychic. In fiction, Books the Garth series by Katie Maxwell features a psychometrist as the main character, Fran. In the Maximum Ride book series, the character Nudge has psychometric abilities. In the Matt Turner series by Michael Simpson, the protagonist is a troubled psychometrist. In the Shamus Award-nominated mystery series by William Mize, the main character, Denton Ward, is a psychometrist. In Jenny Nimmo's novel Charlie Bone and the Time Twister, the character Gabrielle Silk is a psychometrist who can specifically feel emotions by wearing the clothes of others. In the Touch series, Deadly Little Lies, a novel by Laurie Stillarts, Ben is a psychometrist. In the Raven Cycles series by Maggie Stavater, a psychic named Kala specializes in psychometry. In the novel The Witching Hour, the first of Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches trilogy, protagonist Michael Curry receives the power of psychometry. In the novel The Dead Zone by Stephen King, Johnny Smith uses his newfound psychometric powers to help the police in solving many cases. In the young adult fiction Dark Visions trilogy, by L.J. Smith, the character Laurie Frost has the ability of psychometry. In the Fingerprint series of youth novels by Melinda Metz, the character Rachel Ray Voigt can receive the thoughts and emotions of others by touching the fingerprints left on an object handled by them. The light novel series Katanagatari by Nishio Isin boasts a psychometrist by the name of Kawaso Minowa, one of the 12 Minowa ninja core heads. In The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, the characters Nine of Almiara, Avi Endar, and Elaine Trakand can all handle magical artifacts and can respectively sense the object's emotional history, future, magical use, and design for recreation and imitation. Autobiography My Life Across the Table, 1, recounts actual readings by professional psychic Karen Page utilizing psychometry. In the Mythos Academy series by Jennifer Estep, the main character, Gwen Frost, has psychometric powers. In the Darkover novel Traitor's Son, by Marion Zimmer Bradley, it is discussed by Catherine Alderan and Margarida Alton Hasta as a possible Leren power. In The Ultimate Book of Shadows for the New Generation Solitary Witch, by Silva Raven Wolf, she explains how psychometry and dowsing are used sometimes for the experience of sensing and manipulating energy rather than strictly for the idea of pure divination. In the novel Signs Point to Yes by Christopher Church, the main character, Mason Braithwaite, uses psychometry to solve mysteries. ISBN 978-1-942267-00-3. Movies In the 1988 movie Vibes, Jeff Goldblum plays a psychometrist. In the 1992 film Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me, articles of clothing that have been in proximity to members of the Black Lodge affect personality changes in the people who wear them. In the 1994 film, The Crow, Brandon Lee plays a spirit of vengeance with psychometric powers. The 2002 thriller film Frailty extensively depicts this psychic phenomenon. In the 2009 action film Push, psychics called sniffs can relive a person's past and their location by touching or sniffing objects. In The Meteor Man, Jefferson Reed gains various superhuman powers from a meteorite, including the ability to psychometrically and psychosomatically memorize by touch the contents of a book. In the 2013 South Korean movie, The Gifted Hands, Kim Bum plays a character who withholds the ability to see the past by being in contact with objects, which helps the police department solve cases of child kidnapping. Television In the 2008 television series Fringe, the entire show is based on such ideas, with topics such as consciousness exploration being the center of the show, with psychometry specifically being named at the beginning of the 4th season. In the 2003 HBO television series Carnivora, Professor Lodz can read thoughts and dreams through contact with a person or object. Creating visions by touching objects is also displayed in Charmed and Medium. On the superhero comedy drama The Greatest American Hero, the lead character possesses psychometric powers when wearing his supersuit. Bun Waverly, a witch from the TV series Eastwick, has the ability to see the future and know all the past and future information of an object by touching it. In the 6-hour Stephen King television miniseries Rose Red, the character of Pam Asbury was a psychometrist or touch-know. One of a group of 6 psychics brought in by parapsychologist Dr. Joyce Reardon to awaken the sleeping haunted Seattle manor known as Rose Red. In the Canadian pilot movie and television show My Babysitter's a Vampire, the main character, Ethan Morgan, is a seer, and possesses psychometry. Through touch he has the power to see the past, present or future of an object, person, or their uses, intentions or true form. In the American science fiction television drama Heroes, Silo gains this ability from a woman named Bridget Bailey. In the show it was called clairsentience. It was also mentioned in show Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction, in The Secret of the Coins. In the BBC television series Doctor Who, in the episode The Rings of Orkheaton, psychometry is used to assess sentimental objects as currency in the marketplace. In the live-action kids show Power Rangers SPD, The Green Ranger, Bridge Carson has a form of psychometry and the ability to scan and read auras and energy signatures. He has no control over this ability, and consequently wears gloves most of the time. As the series progressed, Bridge's power evolved to include tracking thoughts, since, as he stated, thoughts are energy. Comics and anime Cause, the son of mad scientist Destinova and Yukito Kishiro's battle angel Alita appears as a very unusual psychometrist in that not only can he read the memories of objects but he can also absorb the talents and skills necessary for their creation. A number of comic book characters exhibit psychometric powers, including Longshot, Adrienne Frost, and Terra, all of whom appear in books published by Marvel Comics. Many field agents featured in Mike Mignola's Hellboy series have this ability. Characters appearing in Japanese manga and anime that possess psychometric abilities include Chiba Mamoru from Sailor Moon and Oliver Davis from Ghost Hunt. The Mass Effect franchise includes an alien race called Protheans, who possess the ability to communicate and learn things about a being through touch. In Psychometry created by Masashi Isaki and Yuma Ando, the main character, Asuma Eiji, has the ability to read pieces of information left from any object or person that he touch or in contact with. In Toiko Babylon, Dark Horse Comics Jedi Master Quinlan Vos has this power as a member of the Kiffer species. In Satai Karen Children, a manga by Takashi Shirina, one of the protagonists Shosana Miya has psychometric power. In the Sunrise anime, Witch Hunter Robin, STNJ agent Karasuma Mio has psychometric ability. In the Ghost Hunt manga, it's revealed that Nara has a psychometric ability among other abilities. Toys In Bionicle, a toe of water called Helrix has a Konoe mask called Mask of Psychometry. See also, Law of Contagion, List of parapsychology topics, Parapsychology, Retrocognition, List of topics characterized as pseudoscience. References. Bibliography, Colin Wilson, The Psychic Detectives, The Story of Psychometry and Paranormal Crime Detection. 1984, ISBN 0-330-28119-4, Lee Lin Psychometry, The Art of Being a Psychic Detective, self-published. External links, Psychometry Experiment, a project that gave residents in Ontario, Canada the opportunity to participate in a psychometry study. Psychic Karen Page's autobiography My Life Across the Table, 2.